All right, today we're going to work on solving inequalities that have addition and subtraction. I have some of the notes in here from yesterday that remind us of our greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to symbols, and remind us what to do when we are graphing them. So solving inequalities is just like solving an equation, okay? There's two sides to an inequality, so you need to figure out what's the variable, what's with the variable, and how to get rid of it. Remember, we like to do the opposite operation. So in this first one, x plus 5 is less than 9. I see x is the variable, and right now with x is plus 5. So in order to get rid of that, I'm going to think I need to do minus 5 or a negative 5 on both sides. Right? That allows these plus 5 and negative 5 to cancel. It makes 0. So it shows me that x is less than 9 minus 5, which is 4. All right, now if I wanted to graph that, remember, I only need 3 tick marks. I need 4. I need one below, which is 3, 3, 4, and 5. All right, this is a less than symbol. That means x can be anything less than 4, but it cannot equal 4. So I'm going to use an open circle on 4. And then I'm going to show that x is everything less than that, so I go to the left. Now, I didn't show you this yesterday, but if the variable is on the left-hand side, if it says x is whatever to the number, if you can actually draw the arrow into the inequality symbol, and that shows you which way to put your arrow on the number line. It's pretty cool. All right, the next one, y minus 7 is greater than 6. Okay, I see y is my variable. I see that minus 7 is with y, so to get rid of that, I need plus 7 on both sides. The minus 7 and plus 7 cancel to make 0, so y is greater than 6 plus 7, which is 13. All right, so I'm going to graph that. I only need 3 numbers. I need 13. 1 more than 13 is 14, and 1 less than 13 is 12. I see that y needs to be greater than 13, but not equal to 13. So I'm going to use an open circle, and then I'm going to show that y is everything greater to the right. 14 is greater than 13, right? And again, you can check that you put your arrow the right way and draw it in like that. We can also check our answers. I can take 14 and place it right here. Is 14 greater than 13? That is true. That's where my arrow is. It's above the 14. Same thing over here. If we want to check 3 is underneath my arrow. Is 3 less than 4? That is true. All right, let's look at some greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. All right, this first one, a minus 9 is greater than or equal to negative 3. So I see that a is my variable. With a is a minus 9. So to get rid of that, I need to put plus 9 on both sides. Plus 9 on both sides. The minus 9 and the plus sign cancel. So it says a is greater than or equal to negative 3 plus 9. Okay, one's a negative and one's a positive. That means we're going to have some 0 pairs. I have to subtract those. So it's going to be a positive 6 since there's more positives than there are negatives. All right, to graph this, 1, 2, 3, 6, 5 is below it, 7 is above it. Now, a can be greater than or equal to 6. Since it has that or equal to line, I'm going to put a closed circle on 6. That means 6 is a solution to this. A needs to be greater than that, so I'm going to move to the right. And again, you can check. That's which way my arrow needs to go. We can check our answer with 6 or with 7, since we have a closed circle. Is 6 greater than or equal to 6? Yes, it is. Is 7 greater than or equal to 6? Yes, it is. All right, oops, I'm sorry. So for this one, we need c as our variable. With c is a plus 6, so the opposite of that is minus 6 on both sides, or negative 6. The plus 6 and minus 6 cancel. C is less than or equal. Negative 1 and negative 6 give me a negative 7 total. These are both negative being combined. Negative 1 and negative 6 combined to make negative 7. So this says c is less than or equal to negative 7. I need 3 numbers. I need negative 7. Now think about this. The further right I go, the greater it gets. Greater than negative 7 is negative 6, and less than negative 7 is negative 8. It's a little weird, but remember our negatives kind of work backwards from our positives. Now C can be less than or equal to negative 7, so I'm going to put a closed circle here, and then my arrow is going to go to the left since I'm looking at less than. Arrow to the left. Alright, last thing I want to show you, you don't have to write these down in your spiral, but I wanted to show you a couple of examples of this. It says Maggie has $15. She needs at least $32 to buy the jacket she wants. Write an inequality to show how much money she needs for the jacket. To solve for how much money she needs for the jacket. So she has $15. She needs at least $32. Now, at least was one of the keywords we looked at yesterday. That means she needs $32 or more, which means we are going to use a greater than or equal to symbol. She needs $32 or more. Okay? So I'm going to put that here. And then on the other side, let's use X for the amount of money she needs. So she needs some money, and she's going to add that to her $15, and that needs to be greater than or equal to $32. Because if it was less than $32, she wouldn't have enough for the jacket. It's okay if she has more than she needs for the jacket, but she can't have less than what she needs. So this is our inequality. Alright, the next one, Robbie has a maximum of $20 to spend at the movie theater. His movie ticket cost $8.50, and he can spend the remaining money on snacks, some or all of it. He's allowed to use as much as he wants. So we're going to write an inequality to show how much money he can spend on snacks. So this one, maximum. Maximum means he can spend $20 or less. He can't spend more than $20 because that's the maximum. So we're going to be using a less than or equal to symbol. Okay, so he has less than or equal to $20 to spend. We know the ticket cost $8.50. So we're going to add that $8.50 to the money he's going to use for snacks, and S for snacks. And that shows what he can spend on snacks after he has spent his $8.50 on his ticket. All right, these are just a couple of examples. You'll be picking inequalities on your worksheet tomorrow, so I wanted to show you what it looks like.